Good morning, everybody. It's really dreary and kind of yucky out there today, huh? Well, I have, morning, Tony. Morning, Jan. Morning, Carrie. Angela. Gina. Sue. Thanks. I ordered it online. I got one for me and the boys. Morning, Katie. It's not awesome, Tony. It's rainy out. Good morning, Amy. Morning, Kim. Morning, Sue. All sorts of people want to do some yoga this morning, huh? All right, guys. If you're not right, Carrie, Katie's on time this morning. If you guys don't have a wall space and you need it for balance, just to be aware, we're going to be doing some balance today, so you may want to just have some space, at least for your hand to rest on when we get to that point. All right, I'm going to flip my camera, turn my light on so I have a little bit of light here. Morning, Patty. Oops, wrong light. Ah! All right, I'm going to flip ya. Adjust the camera. Is that bright enough, you guys? I don't really want to have my dining room light on, but I want to make sure you guys can see me. All right. Sorry guys, shaking the camera all over, trying to get it in the right spot. Alrighty. So, have your mats set up just like always. We're gonna start reclined. So I get my computer here so I can see you guys. Good morning, guys. All right. Okay, guys, so are we ready? We're gonna start reclined. If you have your bolster, you can put that up your spine or however else you are the most comfortable starting. You guys know the drill by now. How to get yourselves comfortable. We are going to be doing the balance, so for those of you that maybe just jumped on, just make sure you have that space if you need to rest your hand at least on the wall, something to hold on to when we get to that point. So yeah, all right. So find your comfortable space, bolsters behind you if you're using them. If not, just lying back flat, however you are the most comfortable. Feet in cobbler if you'd like, ankles crossed in easy pose, or just like straight out, just like normal, wherever you want to go. All right, so I'm gonna lay myself back. I'm gonna let my arms open to a T. Let my shoulder blades be nice and heavy, melting down on either side of this bolster. My throat is open, so I do not have my chin tucked down into the chest. closing your eyes or turning your gaze down towards the cheekbones. And then find your breath. Nice, slow, deep inhales, completely filling your lungs up. Feeling your bellies expand, your rib cage expand, all the way up into your chest. And then very slowly exhaling your way all the way back down. As you begin your next inhale, I want you to turn your head to the right, so kind of pick it up, turn so the right ear, right cheek is towards the bolster. It's just going to give you a little bit of an extra stretch down that left side. On your next inhale, pick up your head, turn all the way to the left. So your left ear, left cheek is towards the bolster. As you begin your next inhale, bring yourselves back to the center. We're going to bring our knees up towards the ceiling and windshield wiper side to side. Get ready. gonna drop into our spinal twist, so drop both knees to your right, roll onto that right hip and turn your head to the left. Inhale, come to center. As you exhale, other side, drop your knees to the left, roll onto that left hip and turn your head to your right. As you begin your next inhale, come to the center, straighten those legs all the way out. Bring your hands down next to your hips and press yourselves to your seat. Toss your bolster or whatever you had there behind you off to the side. Morning, Kimberly. All right. So we're gonna start straight-legged. You can have cushion underneath your butt if you need it. All right, cross your right ankle over the left ankle and twist yourselves open to your right side. Spines are nice and long. You're trying to get that chest to open to the right as best you can. Good. Bring yourself slowly back to center. Slide yourselves down into your fold. Hands can rest on your legs or on your mat. You're just hinging from your hips, walking yourself forward as best you can. Pretty intense stretch up the back line of those legs, so be gentle with yourself, especially on these damp, dreary days. Your body is definitely a little bit stiffer than it may normally be. curl your spine, come back up. Uncross your ankles and then recross, bringing the left up over the right. Twist open to your left side. Slowly to the center, slide down into your fold again. As you inhale, walk those fingers back, come back up to your seat. Good. Uncross those ankles. You can keep your legs straight or suck them in into your easy pose, whichever way you're most comfortable. Right hand to the floor. Inhale, sweep your left arm up and overhead. Reach through those left fingers, open up that side body. Inhale up, exhale, left hand down, inhale, right arm up. Inhale, bring yourselves back up to the center. All right, let's swing around onto our hands and knees and come into cats and cows. So you're gonna line everything up, knees to hips, wrists to shoulders, cushion underneath those knees if you need it. Inhaling to cow, forehead and tailbone up. Remember to keep that core engaged. You're not dumping into the low back. Exhaling to your cat, rounding your spine, tucking your chin and tailbone, pressing into your mat. Just follow your own inhales and your own exhales. Slowly flex and extend your spine. And one more of each here, guys, and then press back into your child's pose. As you begin your inhale, slowly roll yourselves up onto hands and knees. If you had your knees wide, I want you to bring them back in so they're hip distance. We're gonna come into thread the needle. So you're gonna step that left hand up. You're gonna take your right arm, sweep it underneath, bring that right shoulder, right cheek to the floor. And inhaling, bringing yourselves back to center. As you exhale, other side. As you begin your next inhale, bring yourselves back to center. Plant your hands, curl your toes under, and press into your first down dog. As you inhale, step up and into forward fold. On your inhale, curl your spine, bring yourselves all the way back up to standing. All right, let's get moving. I want you to stand, planting your feet about hip distance apart. Hands are at the side. We're gonna keep our left hand down. We're gonna sweep our right arm up and overhead. Reach through those right fingers, press that right rib cage out, open up that right side, and inhale up, exhale, bring the right hand down, inhale, sweep that left arm up and sink in. Inhale up, exhale down, inhale up. Inhale up, exhale down, inhale up. Inhale up, exhale, bring that left hand down. Wiggle those toes in, find your feet, roll those shoulders back, stand up nice and tall. Hands are gonna come into heart center, inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, sweep up. Hinging from those hips, up and over, forward fold, bend your knees, fold into your lap. Let your neck and your spine be nice and long.
inhale, bring hands to shins, half lifting, nice flat back, long neck, long spine. Reach through the crown of your head. As you exhale, hands to your mat, step back into plank. Drop down to those knees if you need to, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Little bend in those elbows, pull those hearts up and through. And then inhale, up and back and into your down dog. Bend those knees, press the sits bones back, paddle out your feet. And as you inhale, step up and into your forward fold. On your inhale, hands to shins, half lifting. Exhale, fold in. Bending your knees, engaging your core, curl your spine, come all the way up to standing. And hands back into heart center. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, sweep up. A little back bend. And then hinge from the hips, up and over, forward fold. Bending your knees, I want you to plant your hands and step your right foot back. Bring that right knee down. Cushion underneath that right knee if you're needing it. Wiggle those left toes up. And then find your space, sink yourselves in, pressing the pelvis down towards the floor. Check in with that left knee, make sure you're in line or behind the ankle. So you can stay right here if this is a comfortable space for you and you don't want to move. Otherwise, we're going to come into high prayer. If you're coming into high prayer, right glute is going to engage, core is going to engage, and you're sweeping up on your inhale. And as you exhale, sweep your hands down and we're going to shift back coming into our half splits. Remember, if you need to use your blocks here, please grab those blocks and use them underneath those hands. Inhale, shifting back onto your left foot, plant those hands, curl your right toes under and step back into your plank. We're gonna go 8-point stick here. So knees down, chest down, chin down. Remember, if you can't do that 8-point stick, you're just elegantly belly flopping your way all the way down. So all the way to your belly as we are. We're going to come into our little baby cobra. Hands are by your rib cage. You're going to draw those elbows back towards the hips. As you inhale, you're going to lift the chest up off of the floor. So you're
pressing the belly button, pressing the pelvis into your mat, lifting that chest up, drawing those elbows back. Make sure you're breathing here. You should feel that pull across the low back. If you want to pick your feet up, you can pick those feet up. Engaging quads and glutes as well. And one more breath here. As you exhale, let everything go. Curling those toes under, plant your hands. As you inhale, press up and back and into your down dog. And then on your inhale, step your right foot forward, bring that left knee down. Cushion underneath your knee if you need it, if you happen to move it. Wiggling those right toes forward, find your space, sink yourselves in. Check in with that right knee, make sure you're in line or behind the ankle. And then just like before, you're more than welcome, just stay right here if this is where you want to be. Otherwise, engaging the left glute and the core this time. Inhaling up and into your high prayer. As you exhale, sweep those hands down, blocks here if you need them. Shifting back, you're coming into your half splits, turning the right toes up to the ceiling. As you inhale, we're going to shift our weight back onto that right foot. Curl your left toes under. Rock back onto that right heel and then launch yourself up and into your forward fold. On your next inhale, sweep your arms open, come all the way up to the top. Little back bend here. And then bring those hands all the way down to center. Good. So find those feet. If you lost them in all that movement, make sure everything's lined up for you. Roll those shoulders back. Hands are going to come back into heart center. Inhale. As you exhale, we're going to bend our knees, drop our hips, and come into our chair pose. Remember, thumbs are only about forehead levels, so you're not coming up here, creating a bunch of crunching and tension in the low back. You're keeping those hands just about here. Squeeze those thighs together. Nice, strong core, strong quads. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands to shins, half lift. As you exhale, plant your hands, step back into your plank.
Drop down to those knees if you need to. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And then on your next inhale, up and back and into down dog. So we're going to step into our warrior one from here. Turn your right toes out so they're at a 45-degree angle. Step your left foot up where that left hand is. Remember, you can always come up and adjust your feet if you need to. Your feet are on opposite railroad tracks. We're doing warrior one. So you're bending that left knee, sinking in, inhaling, and up and into your warrior one. Good. As you exhale, sweep those hands down, step your left foot back, come into your plank. You can vinyasa, so that's plank, chaturanga, up dog and down dog, or just pressing back and into your down dog. Remember to follow your own breath on those vinyasas. Pedaling the feet out here. So we're going to do our warrior one on the other side. Left toes are turning out. Right foot is coming up where that right hand is. Remember to use your core to get those feet up where you need them to be. Opposite railroad tracks again, bending that right knee, sink yourself in. Check in with the knee, make sure you're in line or behind the ankle. Square those hips up, inhale, sweep those hands up and into your high prayer. Warrior one on the other side. And as you exhale, sweeping your hands down, stepping yourself back into your plank again. Knees if you need to, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Inhaling up, back, and into your down dog. Pedaling those feet out a couple of times here. As you inhale, stepping into your forward fold. Inhale, hands to shins, half lifting. As you exhale, fold in. We're going to come into our chair pose again, so you're bending your knees, dropping your hips, bring those hands together, inhaling, coming into that chair. As you inhale here, coming up, all the way, hands back down to heart center. Beautiful, guys. All right, ready for some balance? We are going to be doing some moving in our balance. So you definitely, for those of you that have a challenge with the balance, want to be able to at least have a wall for your fingers to rest on. Like I said earlier. So find your space wherever you're going to be the most comfortable. Wall handy if you need it for that hand. So we're going to start off with balancing, putting all of the weight onto our right foot. So you're checking in, you're looking down, right hip, knee, ankle are all stacked over each other. Remember, you're using your big toe, press your big toe into the floor. Core is engaged, glutes are engaged, spine stays nice and long, okay?
So stack on that right side, and then you're gonna pick up that left knee. I want you to just hold on to the left knee with your left hand to start. Find your balance. Wall here if you need it. Core is engaged. Check in, make sure you're pressing that big toe into the floor. Perfect. All right, guys, so I want you to take your right hand over to the left knee. Hold on, and then you're gonna bring your left hand behind, opening up your chest and the palm of that left hand to the left side. If you did chair yoga on Monday, we did this, holding on to the chair. Good, come back to the center. Remember, if you wobble and you fall, it's okay. So we're gonna do hand to big toe, so you can hold on to the knee, you can straighten the leg out. If you can reach, left fingers are gonna grab a hold of that left toe. You can keep your right hand on the right hip or the wall. Open up, rotating that left foot open to the left side. Good, come back to center. Let it go. Hold it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let that left foot go. How was that? All right, now I have to remember we're gonna do all of that on the other side. Totally just came up with that in my brain. All right, so left side is stacking. Left big toe is pressing into the floor. We're gonna pick up that right side. So here, get everything set, and then picking up that right knee. Find that balance. Find the engagement in your muscles, using your core, using your glutes, keeping your spine nice and long. Good. Right hand can be holding on to that right knee. Left hand can be using the wall. So we're gonna add our twist in here. Take your left hand over to the right knee and then open yourself up to the right side, bringing that right hand back. Good. Come back to center. Hand to big toe, or just right hand to that right knee, so you're holding on to the right knee, or if you can reach those big toes, go ahead and reach those big toes, straightening that right leg out. Open up slowly to the right side. Slowly come back to center, and then let that right foot go and hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Beautiful, guys. All right, wiggle those feet apart so you're about hip distance. We're gonna drop into our Malasana, our squat. If you need cushion underneath the heels, to raise those heels up to help those hamstrings release, go ahead. You're gonna start with your feet hip distance or slightly wider. Mine are slightly wider here, dropping down and into your squat. So if those heels are not hitting the floor, remember you can use your props, blankets or what have you, to put those heels back up onto and sink in. You can put your back to the wall, you can use a block underneath your butt. You can completely skip this if it's just way too challenging for you. Not everybody's body likes to do this pose. So get yourself set and propped if you need to be propped, and make sure you're comfortable enough to be here for 90 seconds, let's say, okay? So get yourselves settled. Hands are together. You're going to press into the knees with the triceps. Keep those spines nice and long. You should feel that really, really great stretch across the low back, through the groin lines, the hips. Everything is nice and open and releasing any tension there. Good. So you can stay right here if this is enough for you. If not, and you want to add a little bit more, we're going to add a twist in. We're going to bring our right hand down to the floor. Our right tricep stays glued to our right knee. And we're going to open to the left. So start off with just bringing that left hand to the left knee. If you want to open all the way up, bring that left hand all the way up to the ceiling. Good. Bring yourself down all the way to center. Good. So we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So left hand is going to come to the floor. Left leg and tricep are glued together. Twisting open then to the right hand to the right knee, or all the way up and open. Slowly bring yourself down then. Come to the center. Press your fingers into the floor. Straighten those legs up. We're going to come into ragdoll. So you're going to keep the knees bent, the belly's resting on the thighs. So if you can see sideways here. So you're sinking in here. You're going to grab opposite elbows. And this is ragdoll. So you're only using enough muscle to hold yourself from falling over. You can rock side to side. Feels good on those IT bands. So you're going to slowly work your way to the center if you're rocking side to side in your ragdoll. Let those arms go. We're going to walk our fingers forward, step ourselves back into down dog. From your down dog, drop down to the knees, swing around, and have a seat. All right, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed that. I know it's a little bit different maybe than what I would normally do, but I felt like I needed a little bit of a challenge today. Been a little bit of a lump on a log with the rainy weather. So let's roll into our seated forward fold. So feet are engaged in that seated forward fold. Find those sits bones. Fingertips next to hips. Roll the shoulders back. As you inhale, sweep up. And then as you exhale, hinge from the hips. Forward fold. Remember, if you can't reach your feet, that's okay. Just let those hands rest. Keeping the spine long and the shoulders relaxed. And down your back. As you inhale, gently curl that spine, come all the way back up to your seat. Good. Pull that right foot in. Same long spine, cushion or support underneath this right knee here if you need it. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold in. As you inhale here, slowly bring yourselves back up to your seat. Good. Straighten that right leg out. Shake them out if you need to. And then we're gonna pull that left foot in. Same thing, if you need cushion underneath that left knee, go ahead and put it there. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. As you inhale, gently curl your spine. Come all the way up. Straighten that left leg out. All right, guys. We're gonna roll to our back. I want you to bridge or supported bridge. If you happen to have your block handy or your blanket that you can roll up and put underneath that low back for a supported bridge, you can do that. Otherwise, just 2 regular bridges or supported bridge for like 10-15 breaths, and then dropping into your reclined cobbler when you're finished. And if you're still in that supported bridge, inhale, lifting your butt up, take that block out, slowly lower the spine all the way down, and then bringing those feet into cobbler. As you begin your next inhale, slowly bring those knees up. Windshield wiper them side to side here. On your next inhale, pull those knees into your belly, give them a squeeze. Rock side to side, make little circles.
whatever feels good, rolling across the spine, the kidneys, the sacrum. You can stay right here, squeezing and rolling across the spine, or happy baby if you would like to happy baby, grabbing the outside soles of the feet. Pull those knees down towards the armpits. You can rock side to side in your happy baby as well. So you're going to slowly release wherever you're at and get yourselves ready for Shavasana. Let those arms and those legs fall open. If you need to support your body, go ahead and get yourself set up and supported. Layers and blankets on to keep yourself warm. Cushion underneath the head if you need it. Close those eyes. Releasing any tension that you might be holding in your fingers and your toes, in your bellies, your jawline, your throat. Releasing your tongue from the roof of your mouth. And breathe. Breathe and release anything that does not serve you in this very moment. Breathing slowly. Soften. And let go.
start to add movements. Wiggle fingers and toes. Take a deep breath. Bring your arms overhead. Give yourselves a stretch. Bending your knees, you can roll onto your side. And as you inhale, slowly work your way to your seat. All right, guys, today's quote. When we finally let go of what no longer serves us, what we are holding, what we know, we make room to invite new wisdom, new choices, and new freedoms. Hands are going to come to heart center. May the long sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Namaste. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Sorry about the glitching. I don't know why, but I'll try and see if I can figure that problem out. Otherwise, have a great day, and I should be back this weekend at some point. Just keep eye on the Facebook page, and I will announce what day and time I will be coming back. So have a great day and a great rest of your week, and I will see you this weekend.